Hello figure enthusiasts and welcome to Scaled Affairs, where I will take a closer look on scale figures, price figures and Nendoroids alike. Today's figure is Amakuni's 1:7 scale figure of Fudou Yuusei from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Yuusei comes to you in your typical window box that for a slender figure like him is pretty big and spacious. Of course it has some cool pictures of the figure on it, and if you want to feel old, take a closer look on the copyright dates on the back of this box. Inside the box there is a blister, and as you can see, Yuusei not only comes with the base and his dual disc, but also with two swappable arms. Furthermore, they included an optional hand where he can hold a glass of milk that also comes with this figure. I guess it's something related to the show, but sadly I only watched the original Yu-Gi-Oh! And a bit of GX, but not the infamous card games on motorcycles. Honestly, I also don't care much when scale figures come with extra parts like swappable faces or arms. I'm the one who always picks the most iconic outfits pose or whatever can hold the most accessories. The other parts of these pricey scales are forever lost in the box buried somewhere in the basement, and I can't imagine someone who is constantly swapping out parts of their figures. I get why Nendos and Figmas came with stuff because it's their major selling point, but with scale figures I couldn't care less about those parts. As you might expect from a manufacturer like Amakuni, the overall quality of this figure is outstanding. Although Yuusei is just wearing basic clothes like a blue jean and a shirt, the sculpting is great. Especially the folds on his pants or the biker jacket are very convincing and giving the figure a strong presence. On the right side, I summarized some of the figure's key details. Of course, every Yu-Gi-Oh! Figure would be incomplete without some fabric weaving from strong wind. In his case, the blue jacket is blowing towards, revealing two of his deck boxes on the belt. The cool thing about those deck boxes is that they even painted the cards in there in a grey tone. I don't know why they aren't yellow like the cards he holds in his hand, but I guess it's because a bright color like this would have stand out too much. And yeah, about those playing cards, the design on the backside is alright I guess, but I still don't get it why they did not include any iconic card artwork on the front of them. They managed to have them in 3 colors for traps, spells and monsters, but why aren't there no pictures? I know you normally wouldn't see them, but come on, it looks like they cheaped out on it. Also, you can clearly see that the card he holds in his hand and the cards in the dual disc itself are not in scale, I mean at all. It's like half the size, a small detail, but once you notice it, you can't unsee it. Speaking of dual disc, I like their edginess that roots back to the original design, and I can't say that the disc isn't detailed enough, but something bothers me with the paint job. I know it looks like the one on the show and even the replicas don't show much difference, but in my opinion something is missing. Can't lay my finger on it, but I guess in a few years from now things like this dual disc will come with built-in LEDs and the price tag of such figures will start well above $200. As for Yuusei's face, he looks very determined and has this metallic line thingy on his left cheek. His skin tone has a natural tan and the hair are almost unspectacular within Yu-Gi-Oh! Design standards. But nonetheless, the paint job and the mold of the hair spikes are very nicely done. My personal highlight of this figure is his detailed belt as well as his leather boots. First part goes out to those bright orange knee and shoulder protectors. I know, original design, but in my opinion they should have used translucent materials for them. And I know they have access to it because take a look at the base. It's big, it's round and it's translucent. Wasn't there any stuff left over from Yuusei's base? Anyhow, the base design is fine I guess, the print on it is nice, and because of Yuusei's broad stand it can't be done much smaller. All in all, it's a great male figure for collectors and photographers, and of course an even greater one if you like 5Ds or Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. Not to mention that all the figures representing male characters from the show keep climbing up the price ladder. If you don't believe me, take a closer look on some older Yu-Gi-Oh! Figures from Koto, so it might also be a wise investment if you pre-order them. Next time I will review another Nendo for the show, number 1036, because I think we can all use a little health right now. Until then, take care and keep collecting those gorgeous figures.